that will really shake things up. But if they do get to use that hero again, they need to be prepared with damage.
I kind of think that, again, going up against the Agudo, it's a playstyle thing more than anything else. It's not something that you really have to deal with in the draft. Again, Nova Esports not respect banning it, so it is still in play, potentially. But I don't think it's something that you want to ban.
Okay, so right now Nova feels that we don't want to give the Ogryn over to BS, right? We want the Ogryn for ourselves, going into the hands of CY, and of course they're going to secure the Elaine as well. We see the damage Elaine can do when he dives on the backlines with the Death at Sunset, but right now BSE going back into the winning ways with the Shangguan Dolia combo, this time with the mix of a U1.
Well, that gives a lot of opportunity for AoE. You have immunity as well, and great amount of crowd control. Well, damage too. Like, taking out the Marco Polo by Nova, it's not a very good lineup to be in, right?
It's great. I love the ban because I play Marco. I love going up against Ogrins. I love going up against Elaine because they will run straight at you.
Exactly, man. Like, you have confidence to just dive in, but good thing though, yeah, don't give it to BSE right now because they have more ways to utilize it really soon. So this Zhangfei, we're at this position, Kin. They're not putting it into the game. It changes things.
Yeah, now we're getting fresh picks, right? The Dharma, the Zhangfei, even the Liang and the Mai, standard bans all across the board, but we do have some people that have been let through.
Yeah. Well, that's a lane. Good thing that they want to secure it for the Ladies and being the priority here of Nova. The one thing that speaks through though is their Shangguan. So what's still missing here is the clash lane of BSE. Will they go for something that's more sustainable or more like a Liu Bang? Like we haven't no, it hasn't been banned, but Mayin is an option here for BSE, mainly for Lady Sun, and that's a great option as well.
They need the farm lane as well.
Oh yeah, and with this, one more thing that they need to secure is how will they counter Lady Sun. I think Mangya was out of the mind of everybody here. They have been banning power picks, signature ones as well, but the Mangya is not of an option. It's more likely okay, last game, let's go down with the bang. Will they go for that?
I'm just curious what is Nova's mindset on this, because I feel like they might have to go a little bit more defensive. You know, with the fact that there is a double finishing stroke coming up from the Shangguan, easy access in the backlines. There isn't anyone on the Nova's lineup right now that will be able to save it. And I'm just going to say, this is something that I'm not a fan of. I don't really prefer the tie-in, but no, I want to see how Nova makes this work.
Yeah, we haven't seen a great Kayan game, guys. I mean, day one, day two, last day of the group stage, it was showing, but it wasn't really a great pick, depending on how you want to be in a great full support for your Lady Sun. I was kind of expecting... The Mozi's not a good option, though. Yarya... Yeah, no,
they have 15 minutes. In this game, Nova has 15 minutes. If the tie-in goes past 15 minutes, anyone can potentially get a kill on her, right? Yeah. One stun from Yuan. See? And yeah, the glass cannon makes it through. So...
See? Told you.
I'm very much in a BSE camp right now in terms of the draft. I like it a little bit better. There is more control. There is more burst.
Okay. I think that's the way to go, right? Two teams right now for the last game in the best of one. In this best of five, by the way, guys. We're at game 5, and this is like the final defense that they can do. It's still not the end of the world yet, but getting your chance here, it's just amazing.
Yeah, I don't know, this Shangguan Yuan pick plus the Dolia on top of this, I just feel like the amount of sustain and the way they're able to kind of control the initiation is going to be huge for them. I know that Kindofo, you were talking about how Cayenne is like going to be super vulnerable at the 15-minute mark. It's definitely going to have some issues with that, but you know, I do agree with you. I hate to say it, but I do agree with you in terms of the draft. I think BSE has an advantage going into this final game here.
Okay, advantages doesn't necessarily mean you have a win, of course, but I'm curious to see, right? I like to be proved wrong for certain heroes in the game. I've yet to see anyone prove me correct or wrong with Tyen so far.
Okay, no, because I was like, I proved you wrong so many other times, just not on Cayenne. You are right in that statement.
Okay, great. We're going there, right? So, yeah, I'm super curious how this works.
Yeah, but it looks like the blue's going to be picked up here by CY. JR getting a little bit low. He eats a rolling raid to the face as he Gatling guns his way back.
Yeah, this is like the amount of peel that Mushi can dish out against this Mangya. There's a lot of ways that you can really slow things down in the lineup of BSC. It's more likely finding a pinch point that you can do against, since this is like a Dolia against a Cayenne. Again, this is like a window of a lineup that could work in such specific window.
Don't you think there's a lot of pressure on Wendy to really make that burst ambush kill, like that play? Like, I think that if he's not able to get those like ambushing plays, that pickoff, I think that they're really going to struggle here.
Yeah, that would be a game changer if he really misses the Chaos Cinder Blazing Brilliance combo, right? Like, it's like a great setup if you have a Motsu or even a Kuei. Oh yeah, I love playing with Kuei. Like, it's like an automatic, like an insta burst, right? But I think Wendy is more comfortable, like, and would have a lot of pressure though. But having that right combo into your opponent would really deal an instant kill for a game-changing situation.
Yeah, I agree. I think, you know, maybe Wendy has a lot of pressure, but personally, I feel the pressure comes with Waypit, because what happens if, you know, BSC gets the advantage in the mid lane? What happens when Zhihong has freedom to go in freely with the finishing stroke?
I mean, it was kind of like Waypit, the Cayenne was like their last pick. I mean, going into this one, they were like, hey, we can out-sustain Muzan King, Zhihong. We have ways to kind of heal it. But, you know, you do have some vulnerabilities, right? And I think that that's kind of where our biggest worry is with this one. Nova Esports, again, has the lead, so they're basically telling us to shut up about it. But, you know, this lead could easily change once we hit that mid to late game.
Yeah, I think to add more to the pressure, I think the main thing here, Nova will be on the pressure if they don't continue to finish this as early as possible. If they go to the later stage of the game, this is where the Mangya shines, guys. Like, yeah, kind of like there's a window here to win and to lose. But if the BSC gave the chance to Nova as this early and nothing happens, they would really turn this around.
Yep, the clock is ticking, right? I'm so adamant that Nova needs to be faster paced. They need to get this win in 15 minutes. If not, this game goes straight into BSC's pocket.
Now, building on the focus though, like the Clash lane here, so far it's not yet just a battlefield as of this moment to start up a team fight. It's mainly of reconnaissance. Meanwhile, farm lane here receiving some visits.
Okay, I can see some value in it. The earworm does kind of stop Zhihong from jumping in for the finishing stroke. That could be a moment where Nova exposes it.
Yeah, I think the thing, the word like I wanted to put up is expose, right? Well will be the place on the map here where they can be exposed. So speaking of which, a Clash lane on the action here. Half HP on Xiang, not just yet. They're waiting on the objective to rise.
Yeah, first objective of the game. Important marker, right? We have seen some steals coming in from both teams that have really changed the marker of this fight. And see why he's just finding out where it's opening.
Oh, he's getting gone on though. He's taking so much damage and Xiang takes him out with the whatever, picks him up, and BSC will take a free Tyrant.
Yeah, this is an important marker for the game. They get the first kill, the first blood, that's additional gold, but if it gets stolen, no, it's not going to happen.
Oh, the finishing stroke over the wall, but no vision. Wendy spots him out, but does get the pick off with a seething script, and Zhihong snipes him out.
So this is like the vulnerability that we were talking about against Angela, right? You have a way to escape, and that is with a flash. But if you're up against a Shangguan, you would know when will that finishing stroke happen, because if he launched right into the air, yeah, you were really completely dead. But that will really force out Wendy to double time to get the items for insta burst and positioning as well. But it's just so hard. Like, there's a Dolia, and there's like a Mahina as well.
Oh, Death and Sunset connecting onto Xiang, but not enough damage to kill Xiang.
Oh, they're coming.
And they're coming for him. Xiang saved from the side. Oh, he survives the Conductor of Souls. The finishing stroke does actually finish him, and Zhihong walks away.
See, we're just talking about it. This is how the aggressiveness of BSC's play style, and when they see an opening, they take it. Now, there's no way that Wendy and Suwon can be in protection with their lanes. And okay.
JR, the Blazing Brilliance, just barely out of range, keeps himself alive. JR limping away.
BSC, they are just doing so much work across the map, right? Now they have a lot of attention on the Clash lane. But on the bot lane, this Ma Yin Xiang is having the time of his life, pushing and making the pressure. And Nova, they have no answer.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard, man. Who would, again, there's an opening for this lineup to show. It is like amplifying more of your lineup, especially with Kayan. Meanwhile, another one.
CY, Conductor Souls used defensively. He's just going to back off here. JR looking to push this mid lane. BSE's looking to group up. Xiang is pushing in the bottom lane. He's going to deal with Xuan, who did run away from him in the lane.
Yep, and there's no opening, right? Look at where Mushi wants to go. He wants to go farm up in the top lane, but once again, JR is already there and back up from Zhong.
Does a decent amount of work. Xiong looking to go for this one. He double dashes back to safety. Xiong with the finishing stroke. Again, just backing off. Don't need to do like push anything at this point.
Okay, item check as we see the progress of BSE slowly building up with the second one as well. Shadow Ripper present for the Mangya and the Insatiable Tome present for Zihong. So combining these forces with the Frostguard's embrace of the Yuan, we have more ways to continue this momentum. 2K lead building against Nova. Yeah, they are completely denying that 15-minute window with this Kayan pick. This is very scary for them to take unless they would isolate members out of BSE, but it's just so hard with it because they need to maintain the waves as well.
They have no options at this point. Wave Pit is level 7. He is 3 levels behind Musang King and JR, which means when touched, he is like paper. He will be torn apart.
That's scary, man. Like that kind of pierce and also like a vulnerability, this will really push Wavy to be in tight spots to defend.
I'll see why all the weapon fun with the Conductor of Souls. The finishing stroke used in return. The second finishing stroke from Xiong. He runs away with the Death and Sunset, scurrying them away. JR flashes back to safety. Jay actually eats a death precipice, but that's going to be the end. BSC, though, a little bit of engagement there. Some ults were expended, but again, Busan King still up in front, eats a rolling raid. On the backside, the Blazing Brilliance doing a little bit of work, but again, just scaring them away. BSC not looking to go.
I think they're not just ready to go just yet, man. Like, Nova Esports now is the main point. As we repeat, they need to find an opening. The opening here is either they want to push a lane up top. No, a lane, oh my gosh, that would sound perfectly. A lane and a lane. What? Clash lane. So, with that kind of a thing that you want to distract against BSE, this would really call the attention. Will they control the lane against BSE now, or will they just wait for the right moment? Because Xiang is really getting busy maintaining this wave, and he's really calling Suwon to be in defense too.
I don't think they have many options at this point, right? So BSC, they have perfect control of the map. Right now, it's pretty even, but it's still in favor because they have a 2,000 gold lead. Wendy just got that Venomous Staff, but what good does that do against the lineup of BSC at this point? You're not dealing with the heals, you're dealing with the burst.
Oh, they're looking to go for this. Jay all the way up in front. CY just kind of dealing with them. Chaos Cinder just zoning them away. Again, Nova Esports have been pushed back, but a little bit more space for BSC to siege this T1. CY looking to go over the wall with the path passing. Does a little bit of damage, but BSC, again, they have the right time in terms of disengaging.
Yeah, there's no way to catch them, right? The Wave Breaker gives them the heals. Busan King will tank it all up.
I'll see why looking to go for this one, but Busan King already took it. The Tyrant on the backside. Xiang is going to be there looking for the right angle. Jay eats a little bit of the damage, but he's going to back off, throws out that Wave Breaker. They'll continue to stick around this mid lane. It looks like they really want to prioritize this one.
Yeah, and the lead as well, they're holding it through, but mid lane, I think BSC would not let go of this turret just yet, mainly because this will be the opening of Nova to take defenses out. So again, item check 2. Oh, from the Insatiable Tome, we have the Venomous Staff as well. So with this, it counters out the defense of Kayan now at 10 minutes. We're looking at what, Mr. Kin, 5 minutes? Now, and this is just completely denying slowly protection of Nova Esports to be in team fights.
Yep, they have roughly around 5 minutes left, unless they get a big stun here.
Yeah, the finishing stroke, or the unnamed sorrow, excuse me, from Busan King. He's going to back off, just disengage himself. I mean, he did get caught out. Blazing Brilliance doing some work on him. He's going to shrug that one off. He will come out a little bit darker in terms of a tan, but other than that, he's fine. He's going to shrug it off. And again, Nova Esports just funneling as much damage, trying to poke and prod into this mid lane as much as possible, but BSC are shrugging most of it off. Busan King, still the aggressor, still up in front, throwing out those poignant melodies, trying to do what they can, but JR clearing the wave, pushing it across. Busan King still up in front.
Bro, Busan King is just becoming a sponge here of BSC. And he doesn't mind doing it. He's baiting everybody out of Nova. All the ultimates, all the positions, he's really starting to check on where could they be coming from.
Yeah, rolling right forward. Jihong looking for the right angle. Finishing stroke back. He's going to stay alive. He does eat an ultimate shell. Something to take note of. He's a little bit low. The Tyrant about half life. That's going to be the next big target on the backside. Xiang looking to go for this one. The Blazing Brilliance, and oh, he gets the steal. Wendy gets that one with a nice Death and Sunset. The finishing stroke is just going to be locking him in, and it looks like BSC are going to back off. Nobody had been killed, but the Tyrants, oh, that Chaos Cinder is doing some work, but Jay survives, and all 5 members standing on both sides.
Bro, imagine that Blazing Brilliance was up. It wasn't even there, and there was no way that they can take a kill out of that situation.
Yeah, and this is a Wendy with not that big of an item, right? Scepter of Reverberation, along with the Venomous stuff, he hasn't really hit that marker just yet. And at this point, building towards the Insatiable Tomb, it's not going to be the biggest of damage, but it is a bit concerning for the side of BSC.
Yeah, man, like the damage here is really not a great of appeal for BSC's lineup. Musang King alone is the one letting everybody know, okay, I'm here, go ahead, throw your resources at me, and from the moment they wanted to strike, it was a calculated approach, right? When they know that everybody was baited.
Oh, they're gonna eat this one, the Ultimate Shell, the Blazing Brilliance, oh, Musang King, oh, he does survive with the Unending Star, the finishing stroke on the backside, Ji-Hope taking so much damage, and on the other end, the Death and Sunset, they go for the Meteor kill, and they do get the pick off. Juan coming out of left field, but Xiang with a nice return, gets the massive kill, and a triple kill going the way of BSC thus far. Xiang taking it down. He came out of nowhere and he got serious.
Blow by blow, it was won by Nova this time. BSC returned the favor. Nova said, no, we have one more for you, but BSC said, we will finish this up.
BSC pushing in the bottom
Oh
lane. They've got them.
goodness.
They don't have minions though, so they do have backdoor protection. But Musang King tanking it out. They're looking to end this game. Maybe the minion, the siege catapult, is finally here. They want to push. The base is wide open for this one. They're looking to go, and Muji gets blown up. And BSC says, "Not yet. I am the top dog of Malaysia."
5 seconds. That was 5 seconds too much for the side of Nova. And this is the quality that we want from BSC.
I love it. I love it, man. Did you see that team fight? It was so amazing that they were trying to pull everybody in from the turret, but that perfect moment when the Mayin pulled off that play, it was a cool